Texas League Baseball is next. And welcome to Texas League Baseball on this Saturday evening. We now take you down for Jonathan as he will bring us up tonight's game. Well, thank you everybody. Thank you, Bob, and welcome in to our live broadcast here in San Antonio, Texas. It is tonight's fifth game of the six-game set between the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals and your San Antonio Missions. Two teams will conclude this series tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. I gotta say, it will be the last meetup of the year between these two ball clubs, as probably next year we'll see them in 2025. And so far, gotta say, pretty good in this first homestand of these two teams. After tomorrow's game, Missions hit the road. They'll head to Corpus Christi in a six-game set before returning on Tuesday night, April 23rd, to take on the visiting Wichita Wind Surge for a six-game set. That will be our second homestand of 2024. And after that sixth game with Wichita, we head on the road for 12 straight days as we'll head up to the North Division to take on the Arkansas Travelers, and then back to Texas as we take on the Frisco Rough Riders in a six-game set. Missions will be back home after that to take on the Corpus Christi Hooks for six. And so far, we'll have two more homestands for the month of May to take on Corpus Christi and Amarillo in that one. Go online now, samissions.com, purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions all season long with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. And you can download that in any smartphone or watch it here on YouTube Live as we get things going. Well, we're about ready to go, and so far a beautiful night for a baseball game. And we're super happy that you're joining us here this evening. Proud sponsors for tonight is West Creek Trail Rides. Be sure to book your visit today. So far, our trail rides 9 a.m., 11, noon, 2, and 4 for tomorrow afternoon. Well, Stephen Kolek will come in, and so far, Bob, what do we know? Gotta say, Kolek is a pretty good fastball thrower, and tonight his task on the mound is very simple. Strike out your guys and get down to your home half of the innings. Well, Gavin Cross will lead it off for Northwest Arkansas, and we're about ready to go. Here's the first pitch underway as that one is thrown in inside for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. I hope everybody had a pretty good, relaxing day, and so far come out to the ball game and have a good time with us as we get ready to conclude this first homestand of 2024. See, a six-game set with Northwest Arkansas, the second homestand with the Wichita Wind Surge. And pretty good on that. Swing and a miss, and he'll go down on strikes. And the first San Antonio strikeout of the Saturday evening matinee. Here's Peyton Wilson coming in. As he's ready to go, he'll take one right there and inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Northwest Arkansas in their beautiful road gray jerseys. Evidently, it was pretty much like the other ones that we used to have for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. But evidently new logo changes and Kansas City Royals AA affiliation for the Texas League And that'll bring in the third batter of the evening, Tucker Bradley. He'll miss one right outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Mission's wearing their normal home jerseys tonight, as the last 2 nights they were the Flying Chanclas to San Antonio. Northwest Arkansas wore their fancy get-outs, and pretty good ones at that. Well, 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the first inning with no runs, no hits or errors, and nobody left on base for Northwest Arkansas. So now, bottom of the first inning coming up, and it's no score through the top half of 1. Chandler Champagne will come in as we see his pitches and what he's got within the arsenal. A 4-seam fastball, 12-6 curve, circle chain slider, and a cutter. But most importantly, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball can get things going. That's right, John, and it most certainly can. If he could throw that fastball, he could pretty much get strikes right there and then. Well, leading off for San Antonio is the left fielder, Corey Howell, as he'll take a cold strike. And that's the count now, 0-1. A beautiful night of sun and a few passing clouds here tonight. As San Antonio tries to get their 6th of the season, or even 7. And that's going to be line drive, and that'll be up the right field. That's a base knock. It's pretty good right there. That'll bring up Jacob Marcy. Marcy coming in. He'll take one down and in. It's no balls, 1 strike. Marcy averaging at a 381, opposition of 500. He's had a few home runs and RBIs for San Antonio. And pretty good right there. Here's the pitch. That one is up top, and that'll be outside, 1-1. West Creek Trail Rides, the proud sponsor of San Antonio Missions Baseball. And gotta say, hope you guys book your horseback ride. And uh-oh, that's gonna be trouble right there, as that will be an error for Northwest Arkansas. And that goes down to E4. He'll reach safely on first base. And that'll bring up Joshua Mears. Well, you don't want to be making errors. Yep, that one will be on Wilson as the E4 gets on Northwest Arkansas. San Antonio gets that hit.
0-1's the count.
Joshua Mears playing up in center field tonight. So far, the first 2 batters for the San Antonio lineup are on first and second. That is high fly in the air. Right fielder will give a chase, and it won't be enough to draw the runner off second to advance to third.
Batting for the first baseman, Nathan Martorella.
That'll bring in the 4th batter, Nathan Martorella. Martorella coming in, ready to go. And that's going to be right there, line drive. And they'll get him out at first. A quick play, as that was just barely a step. And he got him right there and then. Boy, could have been a base hit right there if he would have missed it. And instant replays show that Schrum got in there and passed it right to the pitcher. And that is out number 2. Hot corner third baseman Graham Polly coming in as he takes a ball outside. It's the count now, 1-0. One more game tomorrow. That's our 1:05 first pitch for the first Bark in the Park afternoon as we wrap up, or close to wrap up, of our 6-game set against Northwest Arkansas. Naturals return home to take on Midland when they get done with San Antonio tomorrow afternoon. Rockhounds will head to Riverboat Field, home of the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Even though the Missions do not go to Riverboat this year, but hopefully by next year, we should see what happens when the Show 25 comes into place. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Runners at second and third. And that is ball 4. He held up, and that will load up the bases as the first walk allowed comes in. Guy Murphy, the designated hitter, will strike up as he'll take one inside. And that's the count now, 0-1. A 4-run shot would give San Antonio a 4-0 lead. A grand slam will put it right over the wall. And that's going to be right there. That is fouled off. The count now 0-2. And right there, strike 3, as that will do it. So no runs on a couple of base hits. They leave the bases loaded. 1 error for the Naturals, as it will be the end of 1 here this evening. And we'll go to our first break of the broadcast, as Dylan Schrum will lead it off for Northwest Arkansas. It's no score through 1. West Creek Trail Rides, a proud sponsor of Missions Baseball. We now take you for the top of the second inning right now on San Antonio Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob, and we welcome you back to the Missions Baseball here in South Texas in our beautiful town called San Antonio. Well, we got the top of the second inning for Northwest Arkansas, Dylan Schrum coming in for the Naturals, as he'll take one right there and inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Got our ball clubs tonight: Northwest Arkansas, Amarillo at Christie at Frisco, Wichita at Springfield, Arkansas at Tulsa. Pitch clock violation will put the count now 1-1. After the 6 games with the Corpus Christi Hooks there at Statesman's Park, Arkansas will head back home to greet the visiting Frisco Rough Riders. And we'll say that it's going to be getting pretty good right there. C.J. Alexander will come in as he'll take one inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Bravo Plus Laundry Detergent is also our proud clean sponsor for San Antonio Baseball. As you know, that it cleans all of our jerseys, even our home whites, to make them a whole lot cleaner. Bravo Plus, courtesy of San Antonio Missions Baseball. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. That one is high flying in the air. That will go foul. And still hanging on at no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. And that's going to be line drive up the center, and that will get through for a base knock. for first one of the night for Northwest Arkansas as they try to get up here this evening. Yes, that is right. And they're trying to get in and get their second win of the season. You know, Northwest Arkansas 1-6 of the year. For San Antonio 6-1. And winning tonight will make their 7th of the season come right on the Texas League's standings. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss. That's the count now, 1-1. Corpus Christi comes home to take on San Antonio starting Tuesday evening. So we are 6 games there at Bayfront Park. They're up in Corpus Christi, Texas. Harold Gonzalez coming in. Ready to go. In the 1-2. Right there, strike 3. Gonzalez down on strikes. And that is 2 Ks for San Antonio. And looking for 10 Ks for breakfast from Whataburger. Whataburger served hot and fresh 24/7 to all the people of San Antonio and surrounding places outside of town. Joe Gray coming in as 2 away runner at first. In the top of the second, no score to this point forward for Northwest Arkansas. Here's the 0-1. And he'll take one inside for a code strike. It's 0-2. Got a great crowd here tonight as we have a lot of fans. Half of them are from Northwest Arkansas, and the other half from San Antonio, our great city that we love desperately. No balls, 2 strikes. To Joe Gray, the pitch. Right there, strike 3, and he goes down on strikes. No runs on a hit, no errors. 1 left on. We go now bottom of 2, and it is no score through 2.5. Second baseman Lucas Dunn coming in for the Missions. As we get set, here's the pitch, and that one is inside for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. And that's going to be right there. Hit to second. He'll pass it to first, and he's got him out for out number 1.
Batting in, the shortstop, Ray Patrick.
The shortstop in the 8-hole spot, Ray Patrick Ditter. As he comes in and ready to go. So far, San Antonio in the bottom of the first inning tried to get the go-ahead run home. They leave the bases loaded bottom of the first. And so far trying again to get something going. Hit the third, and he'll zip line it right to the first baseman Schrum, as that will be out number 2. Brandon Valenzuela tonight, the starter catcher for San Antonio. Getting pretty good right here as he is the catcher. That's back up the middle. Line drive up the center. That's a base knock. Well, pretty good as each team has 1 hit apiece in this one. Gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. And the pitch. That slider is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So, Bob, but what do you think about the Northwest Arkansas Naturals changing their jerseys and logos? Well, I think it's pretty neat, but sadly enough, I missed the N with the lightning bolt. I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, me too. But evidently, with new changes and everything, well, one team can't continue to go with one logo, then decide, well, look, we're going to change it. No runs on a hit, no errors, one left. We play 2 here this evening. It's on now to the top of the 3rd with Rivertown to lead that off. And we'll be right back with Missions Baseball, no score through 2. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, we welcome you back to San Antonio Missions Baseball as we get set for the top of the 3rd inning as Rivertown comes in for the Naturals. Here's the pitch to him as that is down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. One-0 delivery, and that is chopped foul. The count now 1-1. Just a reminder, after this ball game here tonight, we want everybody to stay in your seats because we got a fireworks show extravaganza as we celebrate baseball and opening week here in San Antonio. We'll get a pitch clock violation. 2 balls, 1 strike on Rivertown. And the 2-1. That is lifted high fly in the air. Left fielder Howell will be under that one. And that is out number 1. Don't forget, tomorrow our first Bark in the Park season. So that means bring your dog out and yes, have a good time. Gates open at high noon. First pitch at 1:05 in the afternoon. Tyler Cropley coming in as he'll swing outside. No balls, 2 strikes. Cropley a .167 over an opposition .318, which is really good. So, a lot of work to getting up to AAA Omaha for the Pacific Coastal League. Well, I gotta say, John, it takes a lot of work to get that call up to AAA. It's like what I said last year. If you get that call to AAA leveled baseball, you gotta work hard. And to earn that call, working hard becomes a greater success that you will get that phone call on the later dates. Yeah, very true, Bob. Thank you for clarifying with that. High fly right there, shortstop Ditter will make the catch, and that is out number 2. See, a lot of former Missions that were here last year in 2023, they got the call up to AAA El Paso, and they probably already got called to San Diego to play the Padres there at Petco Park. Well, I gotta say, you're probably right about that. Au contraire, mon ami. It is something to think about when you get up to the AAA level and you get up into the major league levels. That's for sure. We'll talk more about that when we come back. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Northwest Arkansas due up in this half inning. We go bottom of 3, and it is no score through 3.5. Right fielder Jacob Marcy coming in for San Antonio. And it's ready to go, the pitch. That one hit to second. And that will be out number 1. Boy, starting to see a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings from both sides. From Northwest Arkansas to the Missions. And do you think this will continue, or does the hits become runs? Well, that just depends on how hard the ball gets hit this evening, Bob. Now, I gotta say, it's much needed if they could get in here and start getting things going. Caught right there at second, and Wilson will gobble that one up for out number 2. First baseman Nathan Mortorella rounded out last time up in the first inning as 0 for 1. And the pitch. And that is line drive to left. That's a base knock. Boy, pretty good right there as he gets on base safely. And that'll bring up third baseman Graham Polly. And he'll foul that circle change off. The count now 0-1. Well, last time he walked in the first inning and had bases loaded. Got a runner at first and 2 away here in this half inning. And that's going to be right there, and that will be gloved to avoid a base knock. And that will do it. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We played 3 here tonight, and it is still no score through 3. Peyton Wilson leads it off top of the 4th for Northwest Arkansas. When we come back, it's still no score. Well, we take you back to the ballpark for the top of the 4th right here on Missions Baseball Network. Well, top half of the 4th inning, stepping in, Peyton Wilson. As he comes in, lead off the top of the 4th inning for Northwest Arkansas. As he'll take one right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Sun getting ready to set on this beautiful Saturday night. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Marcy in right, just shy of the scoreboard. Will make the greatest play ever of up there in right field. Tucker Bradley coming in. He's 0 for 1. And the pitch. Fouled in the way. The count now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to the pitch. Right there and in. That's a cold strike. And it's 0-2. Oh, and 2 one more time. Swing and a miss. He gets him chasing as he chases the high fast one. And that will be the third strikeout for San Antonio. Dylan Schrum coming in as he'll get in and ready to go. The pitch to him, that's counting now 0-1. No balls and 1 strike, 2 away, no runners on. Here's the pitch. That's high fly in the air. Left fielder Howell shy of the foul line, and that will do. 4.5 of no score, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, it's no score. The designated hitter is Ty Murphy, as he's 0 for 1, a strikeout in the first inning. And the pitch. And that 12-inch curve is right there and in for a cold strike. It's 0-1. And that is hit to first. Schrum has it, and he'll take it himself for out number 1.
The second baseman,
Lucas Dunn coming in. He's 0 for 1. As he ground out in the second inning. Beautiful night as the sun goes down, and unlike yesterday, where it was just cloudy and looked like we were about ready for thunderstorms. Yeah, I gotta say, John, that was just a not so pretty day when it comes to a Friday night. But tonight, this is just absolutely beautiful. Gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. I mean, for a Saturday night, why not come out to the ball game and have a good time coming in here? It's going to be right there. Line drive to the left fielder, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 4 innings in the books here tonight. Still no score here in San Antonio. We're back for more as C.J. Alexander will lead off the top of the 5th for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. When we come back, no score after 4. We're ready to go for the top of the 5th right here on San Antonio Radio Network. Well, top of the 5th as C.J. Alexander steps in as we start the 5th inning right now. That one high and outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings as both sides haven't really gotten into hitting that ball and getting the bats warmed up. Yeah, there's a lot of 3-up, 3-downs in this ball game. I mean, they're trying to get to the end of this ball game with a lot of zeros and try at one point to get a run on the board. That will definitely win this one here this evening, for sure. Right there, shortstop Ditter. boy, gotta say one more out and they'll be 5.5 innings of no scores. And that is right there for the count now, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Nobody on base right now. And that is going to be fouled off. The count now 0-2. Kolek at 39 strikes and total of 4 balls, which that is a total of 39. Nope, it's 43. Darn. You got me there. No, I think it's your eyes playing tricks on you. Shut up, Bob. Who asked you? Hey, don't be mean. The 0-2. Right there, high fly in the air. Mortarella makes the grab, and he's got it for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We are middle half of the 5th inning, and still no scores.
Leading off for the mission,
Brandon Valenzuela, the catcher, coming up here for the bottom half of the 5th inning. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air up to center, and that will be out number 1. Boy, just a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings, and I don't know how long this is going to get going. Pull your hair out and try to think for a second if it's still going to keep on going.
That's a ball.
I bet that's what the manager does when you have a scoreless 9.5 innings worth of play and you still got to go extra innings. Yeah, you could say that to a manager.
That's a ball.
Well, don't be a donkey tonight. Did you call me a donkey? Yeah, I did. Right there to short. And now flip him off right to first, and that is out number 2. Jacob Marcy coming in is 0 for 2, 2 ground outs. Still looking for a RBI single out of the ballpark. And that's going to be right there. That'll be a line drive up there. And that's a Whataburger double. Wow, he is just flying by down the base paths. As you look at this play, Trump tries to get it, but it's over his head, and that's way too high, so he can't even get there to make the grab. And that is a line drive. That's a base knock. Runner from second coming home. Here he comes, and he scores. Well, finally something gives. Yeah, and it's pretty good that San Antonio is getting super excited about this game now, because they got now 1-0 against Northwest Arkansas. The base hit is the RBI single. Yeah, for sure. Right there, and boy, that's going to get down. And here comes the run. And that is in to score an RBI double. Boy, that left fielder sure missed the ball, and we got to watch instant replay on where that ball was, John. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Bob. That ball was out of the left fielder's hands, and he couldn't make the play, so that will be a costly one right there. So in now, third baseman Graham Pauley. 2 across to score, 2 out, 1 on second. A 2-0 ball game. San Antonio has it. And a pitch. And that's going to be right there. And that will hit him in the belly, but that doesn't stop him from getting the final out of this half inning. 2 runs on 3 base hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head for the 6th coming up. The Mission's up by 2. Rivertown will lead off the top of the 6th inning for the Naturals. And we have a score, San Antonio 2, Northwest Arkansas nothing. We're back for the top of the 6th right here on Missions Baseball. Rivertown coming in to start up the top of the 6th inning as we are set to go. 45 pitches right now as the next batter flies out the left field. Kolek now at 46 pitches as he'll face Tyler Cropley, who lined out the 3rd, 0 for 1. And here's the pitch. He'll foul that one off, and that's the count now, 0-1. Boy, we got a sky that is a beautiful hue color. Yeah, and it's always good to see that nighttime always comes on the nights that we do have our games. Well, this will be our last night game of the homestand until we return on Tuesday, April 23rd to take on Wichita. Wichita will only have 6 games with San Antonio for this year. I mean, don't we head to Wichita? Well, I'm guessing we do. I know for after the 6 games with Wichita, we'll head to Arkansas and Frisco. And then Corpus Christi, Midland, and Amarillo will be the next 2 teams after the homestand against the Hooks. So, the 2 homestands against Corpus Christi and Amarillo will be in the month of May. It's your 31st birthday on May the 8th. That is absolutely true, Bob. But even though on that day we take on the Frisco Rough Riders up there at Statesman's Park. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and boy, he goes down on strikes. And that is 4 strikeouts. Need 6 more to get that free breakfast on the bun, courtesy of Whataburger. Gavin Cross coming in 0 for 2 of the night. As he'll take a cold strike, it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, the pitch. And that is fouled off. The count now 0-2. West Creek Trail Rides presented by this live broadcast here tonight. And for more information, go to www.westcreektrailrides.com to get on your your horse, make a reservation for a ride on the website. $50, not a bad deal. And right there to the shortstop Ditter, as he will keep this one at bay, and he does that. 6.5 innings for Northwest Arkansas, scoreless for this team. And we go down to the bottom of the 6th. San Antonio up 2-0. Designated hitter Kai Murphy coming in, as that will be gloved by Schramm there at first. And boy, it's like this guy's got cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, kind of awkward how he just gets up in there and
Pulls that ball down right in his glove. For sure, Bob. Here is Lucas Dunn. And boy, that hits him. And they'll get him by a step, and that is out number 2. Well, the shortstop is Ray Patrick Ditter. 0 for 2, a line out and a ground out. 2-0 San Antonio, bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, nobody on. Ray Patrick Ditter in the box now for the Missions. And that's going to be lifted. High fly in the air, and that's going to hit the wall. That's going to get in for a 2-out double. And that's a courtesy of Whataburger. Get that double meat cheeseburger coupon for that Ray Patrick Ditter double. Pretty good right there, right, Bob?
I gotta say, you're right about that, John.
Here now in the 9-hole spot, Brandon Valenzuela, as he'll swing and miss the circle change, and the count now 0-1. 1 for 2 of the night by the catcher. And the pitch. And that's going to be right there. High fly in the air up to the right field area. And that will do for this half inning. No runs on a hit. Runner right off a third is stranded. Now we head for the 7th inning. San Antonio up 2-0. We're back on more baseball as Peyton Wilson will get us started here in the top of the Northwest Arkansas 7th inning. We're back for more right after this.
About ready to go for the 7th inning right here in South Texas, or San Antonio Missions.
Well, we're about ready to go here in this ball game, and 7th inning ready to start as Peyton Wilson striding up for Northwest Arkansas. And that is taken right there and inside for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. Well, one more game, and that will be 1:05 tomorrow afternoon. And after that, Missions will head on the bus. First, 6-game road trip up to Corpus Christi. Here's the 0-2. And that's going to be right there, line drive. That's a base knock up to left center. Joshua Mears get that ball back in quickly as Wilson is now on first. Tying run, that is Tucker. Comes in and takes a cold strike. It's 0-1. 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout by Bradley. Gotta say, pretty good. And we're going to have a visit to the mound as the San Antonio skipper coming out. And we are going to have a pitching change for San Antonio, as that will do for the starter here tonight. Kolek did an amazing job, and so far 7 2/3 innings, as he'll be credited with the W if they could pull through and hold the lead to the very end. Sean Reynolds come in, a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball. Rating them Tucker Bradley, 0 for 1 is the count. The pitch right there, that's right in the dinger of the inside corner. Good cold strike, it's 0-2. Well, Wichita will be here the 23rd at 7:05. That is April 23rd, taking on the visiting Wichita Wind Surge in this one. Fouled that one off. The count now at 0-2. 0-2, one more time. That one is high fly in the air. Mortarella gets in, and that is out number 1. First baseman is Dylan Schrum. Schrum coming in, looking good as he'll swing and miss, and the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch right there and outside, it's 1-2. Looking in is Reynolds. The pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he'll go down. Make that 5 Ks for breakfast from Whataburger. C.J. Alexander, 1 for 2 single in the second. He's ready to go. The pitch to him. He'll take that one well and inside. And it's the count now, 0-1. The 0-1. Fouls that one off, and he'll see a nuller. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Runner at first. And that is going to be fouled in the way. The count now still holding on at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The 0-2. Fouls that one off, and he'll see a nuller. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And that's going to be right there up the left center. That's a base knock.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Gerard Gonzalez.
And that's going to bring in Gerard Gonzalez. First and second. As he'll take that one inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Strikeout and a ground out. The tying run coming up at first. I'm going to say a pretty good one here this evening as San Antonio holds a 2-0 score. And that is inside for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one hit high fly in the air. Marcy in the right will make the play, and that will do. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we go now, bottom of the 7th is Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and it's 2-0 San Antonio. Jonah DePoto coming in. Do apologize about his name and stuff.
Leading up for San Antonio, the left fielder, Corey Howell.
And that'll bring in Corey Howell. And he'll take that one inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to him. Swing and a miss. And that is the count now at 0-2. And that one is fouled off. The count now 0-2. Boy, still hanging on. And doing really good about that. High in the air, up the center. Center fielder will make the play, and he's got it for out number 2. Or correction, out number 1. Do apologize. That'll bring up Jacob Marcy. 1 for 3, double and a run. And the pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. That one high fly in the air up to left. Shortstop will make the play. And he's got it for out number 2. Joshua Mears coming in as he's ready to go.
Inside ball.
And that's an inside ball right there. And the count now 1-0. One ball, no strikes. And that one is high. Watch it fly. And ouch. That's a real dinger. Boy, that was almost a home run. Just right there, just waiting for things to happen. Here's a 1-2. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up to right center. That's a base knock.
Now back, first baseman, Nathan Martorella.
And that's going to bring in Nathan Martorella. That one high fly in the air, and that one up to left. That is out number 3. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We head for the 8th inning coming up, and it is 2-0 Missions. We're back for more right after this, as Joe Gray will lead it off for the top of the 8th inning for Northwest Arkansas. About ready for the 8th inning right here on Missions Baseball Network. Joe Gray leads it off, top of the 8th inning, as we set for our last 2 innings of the evening. And the pitch. That one is down and in, and that's the count now, 0-1. Boy, pretty good as things going very well in this ball game. The 0-1. That one is high flying in the air. Howell in pursuit will make the grab, and that is out number 1.
Now back, right fielder, River Town.
And that'll bring in River Town as he strides in, 0 for 2 of the night. Taking in a cold strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. High in the air, and that will go foul. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And that's going to be right there and up the left. That's a base hit. A base knock.
Now back, the catcher, Tyler Cropley.
And that'll bring up Tyler Cropley. Here's the pitch to him. High fly in the air. And that is foul. No balls, 1 strike to him. And the pitch. High in the air. Howell in pursuit. Makes the grab, and that is out number 2.
The center fielder, number 12, Gavin Cross.
And that'll bring in Gavin Cross. 2 up, a runner at first. 2 up, 2 down, I will say. Touche on that one. Yeah, you're not kidding there, Bob. Here's the 0-1. And that is chopped foul. And the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Ditter throws and gets him. Right there to Mortarella, and that would do for this half inning. We're due up for the bottom of the 8th. Coming up is Graham Pauley, Kai Murphy, and Lucas Dunn. 5, 6, and 7 for the bottom of 8. Straight ahead, it's 2-0 Missions. Christian Chamberlain is coming in.
Leading off for the Missions, the third baseman.
And that'll bring up the third baseman in the hot corner, Graham Pauley. Pauley coming in, ready to go. He's going to hit that one right there, up and right. That's a base knock. And the pitch. Down and outside. That's a ball, and the count now is 1-0. Runner at first, nobody out, bottom of the 8th to Kai Murphy.
Ball, that's out.
And that's out. And the count now is 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. That's a base knock up to the left center field. And here comes the run, and he's getting them out at third. Boy, and that is going to be it. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Injury on deck here. Harold Gonzalez has both hands on back, trying to work through some stiffness. Trainer believes that the injury is such that a few days rest will make Gonzalez good as new. However, Gonzalez will be removed out of this game. So a run in to score after they try to stretch it to a RBI triple. And San Antonio has 3 runs here this evening.
The batter, number 10. Shortstop.
So pretty good night for San Antonio as the Missions prepare a 7th victory of the season. And that is right there, hit to the shortstop, and they'll get him easily for out number 3. Well, we have one more top half of the inning in this game as the Missions up by 3-0 here on a Saturday night. We're back for more right after this.
The
Second baseman, Caden Wilson, coming in for the Naturals as we are down to 2, 3, and 4 due up in this half inning. Right there, Howell will make the running grab, and that is out number 1. Well, Tucker Bradley coming in, pop out in the 7th, 0 for 3. And the pitch. Right there and inside, that's a cold strike. And it's 0-1. One more night for Northwest Arkansas to be in this nighttime game. Sunday game at 1:05. Gates open at high noon. Right there, and that is out number 2. One more chance here. That'll bring in first baseman Dylan Schrum. Strikeout in the 7th, 0 for 3. And the pitch. Right there and in, that's cold strike, and it's 0-1. Down to our last man up here tonight. And gotta say, pretty good. Here's the 0-1. Right there and in, that's cold strike. And it's 0-2. One more. Here it is. Fouls it off. And he'll see another. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on. Top of the 9th, 3-0 Missions. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and they go down tonight. As that will be the 7th straight win of the season for the Missions. And it is the 7th loss for Northwest Arkansas. Well, we have one more tomorrow, as that will just about do it. And gotta say, pretty good right there. Well, for all of us, we will see you guys back tomorrow afternoon for the final game of our 6-game series against the Naturals. Well, hope everybody has a good rest of your night, and we will see y'all tomorrow afternoon. Stay safe. Drive home safely.
First for the victorious Missions. 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the Naturals, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.